Hello, everybody. We're back again for math class. Now that you've told me about heavier and lighter, longer and shorter, and all those sorts of things, we're going to start measuring with what we call non-standard units, okay? So when we think about measuring, most of us think of something like this, a ruler. This is called standard measuring because you'll see they have created on the ruler increments or spaces that are exactly the same. Okay, so we know when we're measuring with this, whether we measure with this in this country or another country, whether we are tall or short or big or skinny or whatever we are or wherever we are, this is exactly the same because every ruler with centimeters on it is made exactly the same to exactly the same measurement. Okay. For grade 1 purposes, though, we are going to be using what we call non-standard units to measure with, okay? So these are things that we have around us that we use to measure with, and we use the same one each time. So let me try to explain. So for instance, if I wanted to measure how long, you know what, I'm going to draw you a line. If I wanted to measure how long, let's say that line was, okay? That line that I made. If I wanted to measure that line, I could use lots of different things. I could measure that line using a paper clip, okay? I could measure that line using a Q-tip. I could use a popsicle stick, okay? And if we were in the classroom, I would give you things to measure around the classroom and I would give you tools to measure with, but we aren't together. So we're going to have to do the best that we can with what we have, okay? So we are going to measure today using paper clips, okay? That's going to be your job today for paper clips. Now, when you're measuring with a paper clip, this is really hard to do, holding it up and talking to you all at the same time. Okay, hang on a second. I'm going to pause this for 2 seconds and rearrange myself. Hang on. Hi guys, I'm back. So I readjusted things because I thought this was going to be very difficult to try to show you the measuring and hold the board up and everything else. So I came up with this tape idea. All right, so here is my line that I'm going to measure. Now, when you're going to measure, you can't just slap things down on top of them. You have to start, hang on, I'm going to change colors. You have to start right at the beginning. Sorry, I can't do this backwards. You have to start right at the beginning, okay, right at the beginning of the line, and you have to go right to the end of the line, okay, or of whatever it is that you are measuring, okay? So when we take our first paper clip, we are going to put it right at the start of my line, okay? That's why I put my tape there, okay? So am I at the end of the line yet? No, I'm not at the end of the line yet. So I need to take another paper clip and I need to put it in line with this one. Now, I can't put it going up like this. Okay, I can't put it pointing downward. It has to keep going in exactly the same way, straight and right touching end to end to get an accurate measurement, okay? So we'll go here. Okay, see? Now make a straight line. Am I at the end yet? Nope, not yet. Okay, so I need another one. Okay, now I can't go to measure like that. Okay, that is not accurate. These need to be end to end in a straight line. Okay, am I at the end of my line yet? No, I'm not there yet. All right, so we're going to grab another one. Put it at the end here. What do you think? I'm pretty close to the end there, aren't I? So this line is 4 paper clips long, okay? The key is each thing has to be exactly the same. So I can't use a paper clip and then one of these, a Q-tip, and then another paper clip. I can't do it that way. It has to be the same unit, whatever it is that I choose, okay? I could have done this with, there it goes, with my Q-tip, and I could have done one, probably would have been maybe 1.5, okay? But I chose paper clips, okay? Now, the other thing I want to show you today is what if I don't have a box of paper clips at home like Mrs. Grattan does? What if I just have one paper clip that mommy has on her work that I could borrow for a little while? That's okay. You can do that too. And I'm going to show you how. Okay. So hold on 2 seconds. Okay. So I've just extended the line on the sides of the line I'm measuring. And underneath here, I'm going to show you how you can measure even if you just only have one paper clip. Okay. So I take my paper clip and I still put it right against the line. Okay. Let me see if I can hold that for you. Can you see that? Over here, it's right touching the line. Okay. Now I hold it and I make a little mark where my paper clip ended. And now I can remove it. Okay, if you want to, you could even draw the paper clip there if you really wanted to. Okay, then what I do is I take my real paper clip and I put it right up against the line that I just made at the end of the first paper clip. Are you with me? Hold it. I'm going to make a little line here, right there. And look. There is paper clip number 2, right here, paper clip number 2. Okay, and if you look, it's almost exactly the same as the one I've made up here. Okay, all right, so this one right up against that line and mark. Okay, whoops, then I can get it out of the way. And there's my paper clip. And then you'll see last one, it's not exactly perfect, but we're trying to get as close as possible, okay? If we had like that much space left, we probably wouldn't put another paper clip there. We would just say, that's about 3. It's about 4, okay? You're not gonna get perfect exactly, okay? So we mark there, okay? So whether I have one paper clip and I just keep moving it over, or I have a whole bunch of paper clips I can put in a row, I'm gonna get the exact same answer. Okay, this line is around 4 paper clips long. Okay, and that's your job today. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to give you today. First off, you're going to get this, where they have already done the measuring for you. They have already laid the paper clips beside the objects. What you need to do is count them and find out how many paper clips long each of those items are. Okay, that should be easy. It'll take you what, 30 seconds? Yeah. Now this one's a little bit different, okay? This one, I've given you a line, okay? So I've given you this line to measure, this long one, goes all the way over here, okay? And then underneath it, it says this line is about blank paper clips long. So either take your paper clips like I have, if you have a lot of them, and lay them in a row, and then count them and put your answer there, okay? If you want, take a picture, show me how you did it, because otherwise I'm just going to get a bunch of numbers, right? And I don't know how you did it. Or take your one paper clip, put it down, draw a little line at the end, move it over, draw a little line at the end, move it over, okay? Make sure you keep putting it end to end to end, okay? And I want you to measure all of these lines. If you're not able to print off the sheet, get mommy or daddy to draw you some lines on a piece of paper, get your paper clip, okay? And measure. Okay, and show me how you did it. You want to videotape it, you want to make a video, pictures, you want to just draw it and draw where the paper clips are, I'm fine with that. Whatever you need to do, you can do it. Now, the one more problem is, what if you don't even have any paper clips at home? None at all. All I would say is then find something that's probably about the same size. Like you might even have a little tiny toy that's about that big. Maybe you have a block. Hey, a Lego block. A Lego block that is about that big, use the Lego block to measure, okay? As long as it's the same Lego block or the same size Lego block, like there's ones with 4 and there's ones with 6 and then there's ones with 8. You can't use 3 of one and 2 of the other. Pick one of those blocks, even if it's a different color, and you can put them in a row as long as it's the one with 4, 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 and so on, whichever one you pick. Okay? I look forward to seeing what you do. Bye, guys.